I'm going to work the solution of quiz number 2, problem number 7. Problem number 7 looks something like x equals 3y, and the problem is to graph that. The first thing that you recognize about this equation is that it is linear. And it's linear because we can write it in the form ax plus by equals c. This particular example, we can write it as x minus 3y equals 0. Notice that a is 1, b is negative 3, and c is 0. So this is a linear equation. When we graph it, it's going to be a line. Well, let's graph it. We graph it by finding 3 points. Okay, let's set up a table of values. And since this equation is already solved for x, I'm going to choose 3 values of y and find the corresponding values of x. So for example, I'm going to put in y equals 0 and find the corresponding value of x is also 0. If I plug in y is equal to 1, notice that the corresponding value of x is 3. And if I put in negative 1 for y, I find negative 3 for x. So my 3 points that satisfy the equation of this line are 0, 0, 3, 1, and negative 3, negative 1. Well, let's graph those 3 on a graph and see what happens. Let me set up my coordinate axis here. So now I have a y and x-axis. Graph the 3 points. 0, 0, of course, falls right at the origin. 3, 1 falls right about here. Negative 3, negative 1 falls right in there. And notice how the points all together make a straight line. Let's put a straight edge down on those, join them all up. Completes my line. And now we've plotted the line. So that's how we would do number 7 in quiz number 2. We started out with x equals 3y, recognize it as a linear equation. To graph it, we find 3 points, plot those 3 points, join them with a straight line to finish up our graph.